Hello. So this is day 4 of online classes, or at least e-learning, and this is the first new video I've recorded in a long time, so I'm not sure exactly how it's going to go. If you've been reading the notes, then you might feel a little bit overwhelmed. But if you haven't read the notes, don't worry too much. It might make more sense if you go back and read them after this anyhow. So this is an example. There's going to be 2 examples today. This is the first example, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at how exponents can be used. In other words, powers can be used as another way of writing square roots. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the exponent form of a number, and we're going to turn it into a root form, like a square root or a cube root, something along those lines. Now, when we talk about roots, a more correct mathematical word for that would be to talk about the word radicals. Radicals are the square root symbols that we're used to seeing, okay? But the word for those is radicals, okay? So let's begin. And we'll start with A. That looks like the right size. So A is 13 to the power of 1/2. Well, if you've read the notes, you'll know that a power of 1/2 is just equal to the square root. Okay, so 13 to the power of 1/2 is just simply the square root of 13. And that's the first one done. Okay, and it depends on this idea that the power of 1/2, that's the same as writing the square root. Okay, so anything to the power of 1/2 is the same as writing the square root of that thing. Okay, so 13 to the power of 1/2 is the square root of 13. First one done. B. 6 to the power of 3/2. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, if you look at the 13 to the power of 1/2, the fraction was a 1/2. The power was a 1/2. It was a 2 on the bottom, and that gave you the square root. This one also has a 2 on the bottom. Okay, so the 2 is on the bottom. Whatever number is on the bottom tells you the kind of root that you have. So this is the square root of 6. Okay, so it's the square root of 6. But then the 3 on top of the fraction means that the 6 is cubed. Okay, means that the 6 is cubed. So you can write it like that. So it's the square root of 6 cubed. Okay, square root of 6 cubed. So the number on the bottom is the root. Okay, the number on the bottom is the root. The number on top is a power. Okay, and one last one then, another sort of an extension on what we've been doing. 2x to the power of -2/5. Now, hopefully you remember what a negative in the power means. A negative in the power means that the number gets pushed underneath onto the bottom of a fraction. So the 2x is all going to be in the bottom of a fraction, and that's because of the negative power. And what's left on top is just 1. Okay, everything's gone down, and if everything goes down, it's just a 1 on top. Now it's to the power of 2/5. So this is to the power of 2/5. Okay, well, we still have to write this fractional power. This power is a fraction. We have to write that as a root. That's our job today, to change from fraction powers to roots. So we have a 1 on top, and then the 2x to the power of 2/5. Now, when the power is a fraction, the bottom of the fraction is the type of root. So this is going to be 2x, but the bottom of the fraction was a 5, so that's called a 5th root. And the way you indicate a 5th root is you put the 5 in there, a little 5 in there, just inside the little lip on the square root sign. Okay, and then the number on top of the fraction was 2, so this is all to the power of 2. Okay, so the bottom of the fraction, let's see, the bottom of the fraction tells you the type of root. The top of the fraction becomes a power. Okay, the top of the fraction becomes a power. The bottom of the fraction is the kind of root that you have. Okay, hopefully that made sense. Quick 5-minute video, and hopefully I can upload this and get it to you.